Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome from Stern Family Field for tonight's what's known as Game 4 for the Glenn Fiebig Pennsylvania State Senior League All-Star Tournament. That's a mouthful.
It certainly is. As again, it is. I don't know for you, Joe. Again, we'll bring you on in again as I'm joined with Joe, myself, Nick Proietti here. Again, you haven't heard me in a couple days. As again, I've been pairing with Bob Anderson for a few major games. Again, as fortunately yesterday, at least the majors came to an end. So again, as for the seniors, though, it's a brand new postseason, so to speak. It is a state tournament happening here in town at Stern Field. Joe, again, it's my first experience being a part of this, phenomenal at least event here in town. Again, we always put on a great at least situation here baseball-wise, but to see the crowd on hand, and again, a lot of good baseball. We just saw at least the contest before us, Oil City and Hollidaysburg. That came down to the wire, a lot of offense in that ball game, but here we go. This is the marquee matchup, DuBois South. Hard to kind of size these two teams up right now, but you got to imagine home field advantage clearly with DuBois in this ball game.
Yes, you would say so. They play all their home games here throughout the year, and they played 2 of their 3 games getting to qualify here. So, yep, they definitely have a feel for the field, especially like the pitching mound, because it's different when you're pitching on dirt as opposed to AstroTurf.
Well, you got to love the fact for DuBois coming into this ball game, they weren't really tested. They were guaranteed to be at this point, again, with them hosting the state tournament here. But, again, their only contest, or at least team that they saw early on in this postseason was Cameron County, where, again, June 29th, they won 27-0 over Cameron County. And then July 1st here in town, won 15-2. Those were all done in at least kind of a short inning affairs, again, with the 10-run mercy rule in effect. So for DuBois, haven't been tested. Pretty healthy arms available.
Yeah, this is actually a very deep team. A lot of these players were actually here at this tournament last year as 15-year-olds, so they do have some experience at the tournament level. They also were in the junior tournament when they were 13 and 14, so they do have a lot of depth in pitching and a lot of hitters on this team.
They know what it takes to get to the Eastern Regional, which, again, if they're able to, again, they got a long way to go here this week. But, again, if they advance on, again, that Eastern Regional Senior League Baseball Tournament will happen July 18th to the 23rd. That'll be out in Bangor, Maine, so that's where that is happening. Very quickly, want to take at least opportunity to thank our fine sports sponsors here on Connect FM, as that's where we are tonight, Connect FM. I'd like to thank Star Trucking, Lifespan Family Services, Delulu Transport, Buck's Pizza, Infuse IV Bar, Napa Auto Parts, Smith Salon and Landscape, and last but not least, Auto Undertaker. As I do believe we're getting ready for at least the national anthem here, when Lanny Prosper is going to grace us with his vocal cords here at Stern Field. Looking forward to that. Again, a good, at least friend here, at least with the DuBois Police Department. Again, at least gracious. Beautiful conditions here, Joe. This is a phenomenal, at least, night to play baseball. Very quickly looking at temperature-wise here in DuBois. Again, I got a temperature about 83 degrees, mostly clear skies. Again, the sun is starting to set. Lights are on here at Stern Field, but you can't complain. Again, wins I don't think are going to be a factor at all. So for both squads, you can't ask for a better night for baseball.
Not at all. This is definitely a perfect night for a baseball game.
Absolutely.
And it's only going to get better as it cools off as the night comes in.
Yeah, all I care, again, as a few folks said, hey, talk about press boxes, the X, Y, and Z. I said, hey, this thing's got air conditioning. That's all I care about, again, for the heat and humidity that I'm still trying to adjust to over here. So, but with that being said, I think we'll step away for a 2-minute timeout, and get ready for the national anthem. Starting lineups as well, too, as Joe will bring that to you. As we got the South seniors, again, the South Williamsport seniors taking on DuBois, part of the opening round of the state tournament happening here at Stern Field. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and be back with more as you're listening to Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, brought to you by Star Trucking.
Car dead on the side of the road? Call the Undertaker. Auto Undertaker Towing and Repair for 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Tire changes, jump starts, out of gas, lockouts, 24-hour towing service serving Clearfield, Jefferson, and surrounding counties. They also handle preventative maintenance and all auto repairs, big and small. And at AutoUndertaker.net and Facebook, 592-4186 for quick, easy help 24/7. Buck's Pizza wishes the best of luck to all of our Little League All-Stars. Your dedication and hard work has paid off, and they are proud of you. Congratulations on a great season. Buck's invites you to fuel up before the game or refuel after a delicious $7.99 pick-a-meal. Or get a family special starting at $17.99. They look forward to serving you. Find their entire menu at buckspizza.com. Good, better, Bucks.
DeLulo Transport supports our community and our Little League teams. Just like in the trucking business, the team part of teamwork is what makes winners. All of the hard work and practice has gotten you to this point, and DeLulo Transport is proud of you. So here's to all of the DuBois Little League teams. Good luck during the All-Star season, and let's play ball.
DeLulo Transport in DuBois, family owned with over 30 years experience. Their reliability to deliver on deadline is what they do best.
The Infused IV Bar sends the best of luck to the DuBois Little League All-Star teams. At Infused IV Bar, they're focused on your wellness. Their physician-supervised IV therapy bar offers over 15 different vitamin IV drips and vitamin injections that can assist in reversing the daily stresses of life while rehydrating and replenishing your body. Infused IV Bar appreciates all the coaches, players, and parents' hard work and dedication. Congratulations on a great season.
Welcome back here to Stern Family Field. Looks like the umpires from last game, like we said, it was a kind of a barn burner. It was a 14-13 game. At one point, Hollidaysburg was ahead 11-2, and everybody said, "Oh, it's going to be a 10-run rule game, 10-run rule game." Well, then Little City came up with 9 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning to tie it up 11-11.
Kept it thrilling. Yeah, again, even going to the bottom of the 7th, I said, hold on. Again, I've seen wackier things. They made it exciting, almost at least mounted the comeback there, but unfortunately, they'll move down to the loser's bracket very quickly as you wanted to talk about this bracket. Again, similar to what we saw in the districts here in the state tournament and moving forward, double elimination format. So, again, at least whoever loses here in this ball game, hey, their postseason does not end automatically.
Right. Game 1 today was a real close game. 11 o'clock it started. And that was the team from Penn Ridge, and they played Downington West. Penn Ridge is from down around the Philadelphia area. They ended up winning a close game by a score of 6-5. And then the second game today was our only one that wasn't really close. Upper Moreland defeated Mid Valley by a score of 9-2. So tomorrow, Penn Ridge and Upper Moreland will face off each other. And then tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., the 2 losers, Downington West and Mid Valley, will play in the losers bracket. And then the winner of this game will play Hollidaysburg tomorrow at 8 p.m. And the loser will drop to the losers bracket and play Oil City, the loser of last game, tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Joe, I'll put this question out to you that, again, it was asked to me at work. And, again, this is my first time seeing a lot of these teams here, again, across the entire state of PA. Again, you've seen a lot of baseball here, whether from senior on down to, again, the majors. But you've seen a lot of these teams come out to, again, this at least state tournament. Is there a clear favorite in this tournament? Is it DuBois just with being at the home field? I mean, is there a team that stands out that everyone's got to keep an eye out for?
Well, Upper Moreland and Hollidaysburg both have a lot of experience at these tournaments. I don't say they don't have a lot of competition in their sections, but it seems like they're here every year. Hollidaysburg was here last year and made a big run toward the finals. I believe Upper Moreland might even be our defending champions. And I think DuBois ended up playing both of them. They knocked Hollidaysburg out of the tournament last year in coming back to make it to the finals, but then they ran out of pitching. This year they have actually more pitching, so hopefully that won't be an issue this year.
It's kind of like what you talk about in football. Defense wins championship, pitching wins championships, especially in these style of tournaments. And again, from my experience seeing American Legion baseball to here again in Little League, out here in the state of PA, but pitching is the big factor. And again, I think for DuBois, they take advantage of that fact that again, you got some arms that are, I don't want to say, a little cold or ice, but again, it's something where arms didn't get used up a whole lot, or again, didn't run the risk of tiredness, especially with that, at least districts where, again, you only saw Cameron County twice, and then again, they were automatically here in this position. So for DuBois, I think they come into this ball game without knowing where South Williamsport's coming from, again, what they saw before this, but for DuBois, it's a rested, healthy, and ready to go team.
Yes, and they did have a regular season. They actually had 3 teams, regular teams that had 10 to 12 players on them, and they did play like a 5-game season, playing each team 4 or 5 times. So they did get some, pitching in against each other. But as far as pitching against other teams, we did throw 3 or 4 arms in each of those games, again, just to get them some mound time.
Yeah, absolutely. As managers right now exchanging pleasantries with each other. We were waiting on the umpire crew. They are here after a little short break after, again, the umpiring the at least contest before us. So looks like we're ready for baseball here. Again, a little behind time with the anticipated 8 o'clock start time, but again, that's happening. So it looks like right now we're going to get set up and ready for the national anthem finally here as everyone's starting to line up. Or I do believe, are they going to do starting lineups here?
Yeah, they're going to do starting lineups and have the kids take the field, and then they'll introduce Lanny to sing the national anthem tonight.
Well, I don't know if you want to get into starting lineups as we are at least here as well too. If you want to go at least maybe South Williamsport or wherever.
Yeah, well, the South Williamsport is actually going to be the visiting team. That wasn't automatic just because they're here in DuBois. DuBois won the coin toss to become the home team. So the starting lineup for South Williamsport, their leadoff batters, their shortstop, number 15, Levi Butler. Batting second, playing left field, will be number 34, Cade Lusk. Batting third, doing the catching, number 4, Trace Wirtz. Batting fourth, doing the pitching, number 3, Cole Gerber. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 13, Mark Molina. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 2, Camden Hannon. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 11, Chance Quimby. Batting eighth, playing center field, number 18, Johan Caputo. And batting ninth, playing right field, will be number 7, Luke Stetzel.
South Williamsport, again, I think you're going to go to the reserves there, or at least, no, it looks like you're through the starting lineup. But again, for South Williamsport, again, on our right-hand side here at Stern Field, again, they're in the kind of, at least I'd say, the royal blue. It looks like white, at least numerals, outlines as well, too. Again, south across the chest. So that's how they sign it. Look very similar to almost like the Kansas City Royals, if I had to describe it. It's got that it's got that kind of blue and look to them.
Yeah, they do. Anyway, there's subs. They have 4 subs. Number 6, Torrin Haug. Number 22, Garrett Lorson. Number 23, Judah Butler. And number 26, Emmett Gerber.
So that is South Williamsport as they're getting introduced right now. For DuBois, what do we got for them for a lineup? They got a deep roster.
Yes, we have a lot of hitters. So they're going to be leading off with their shortstop, number 7, Samson Deeb. Batting second will be the left fielder, number 22, Walker Thomas. Batting third will be the third baseman, number 4, Mason Dinkfeld. Batting fourth will be designated hitter, number 20, Maddox Clark. And he'll be batting for the starting catcher, number 23, Isaac Dennison. Batting fifth, playing first base, will be number 9, Noah Farrell. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 18, Bryson Kale. Batting seventh, doing the pitching, number 12, Wes Clyde. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 6, Jonathan Reed. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 1, Braden Zatzik. Substitutes for DuBois include number 11, Isaiah Tuning, number 8, Seth Wilmoth, number 10, Jack Statler, number 3, Grady Galashensky, and on injured reserve, number 2, Aaron Eberle.
DuBois as they come into this ball game again wearing their home whites once again of what we saw similar when they took on Cameron County here in town. Again, they got DuBois across the chest. It's a black and white kind of mix. Again, DuBois in the red across the chest. As again, they are the home team just due to the coin flip. DuBois, again, whether it's the senior, junior, majors, again, have all been very lucky on this coin flip to determine home and away. So for DuBois, again, they'll be batting at the bottom half of the innings. Again, it is a 7-inning contest here in the senior, at least state tournament. Here we are, day 1, as this is the final game here. Again, this is the final game, I should say, at least for day 1.
Yeah, for today.
So for DuBois and South Williamsport, Should be a fun one. Hopefully, again, DuBois, we know they could put up a lot of runs. Hopefully, they're able to do the same thing here against South Williamsport.
Yeah, let's hope so. That's definitely the goal.
Absolutely. As both teams coming out and getting ready as now, we'll be set up for the national anthem. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout, and be back with more in the first pitch as you're listening to Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, which is presented by Star Trucking.
Each day in Pennsylvania, there's at least 15,000 children taken from their homes due to abuse or neglect. Foster parents provide homes to these needy children. Lifespan Family Services trains, supports, and compensates foster parents to address this problem. Call Lifespan Family Services today at 375-1314 or drop in at the DuBois Mall or at Lane Avenue in Punxsutawney. Lifespan Family Services, helping people help children every day. 375-1314.
The team at Napa Auto Parts is behind all of the DuBois All-Star Little League teams. Just like in their business, the team part of teamwork is what makes winners. All of the hard work and dedication has gotten you to the All-Stars, and the Napa team is proud of you. Congratulations, and you will hear us cheering you on. If you need auto parts, visit Napa Auto Parts and experience the Napa know-how.
Attention, Little League teams and fans. This season, Smith's Lawn and Landscaping is proud to sponsor your local Little League. We're here to cheer you on and wish every team the best of luck. Score big with Smith's Lawn and Landscaping. We're ready to tackle any landscaping challenge and help you hit a home run with your outdoor space. For landscaping that hits it out of the park, choose Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, proudly supporting Little League and your community. Visit us online at smithslawnandlandscaping.com or follow us on Facebook today.
Star Trucking wishes the DuBois Little League teams good luck during the 2024 All-Star season. Right now, Star Trucking is looking for players to join their team. Now hiring day cab drivers in the Pittsburgh, Ohio, and West Virginia region. Shift work, guaranteed pay, 7 days a week hauling sand for the oil and gas industry. Apply online at startrucking.com. That's startrucking.com. Making trucking great again.
Welcome back to Stern Family Field. Lanny Prosper just got done singing our national anthem. Our DuBois police officer, who has an excellent singing voice.
So he had a little country twang there. Sounded a little Chris Ledoux or something like that.
Yeah,
again,
yes, he does.
Kind of needs to perform at it again. I talk about it plenty, at least with folks out here. Again, we have a thing out west, or at least in my hometown, Cheyenne Frontier Days. It's the longest, it's the granddaddy of them all. It's a week-long, at least, rodeo celebration out there that's happening here at the end of July and whatnot. And again, they put on concerts. It's a big rodeo. $1 million is up for the lines and whatnot. He needs to be out there at that park and whatnot, at least seeing the national anthem. I think the crowd will go wild out there out west. But either way, here we are ready for baseball as DuBois getting ready, as South Williamsport will be up to bat here in this contest. This one should be thrilling. Again, like I said, Joe, you're going to be the better one to at least size up both of these teams here, where, again, I've only seen DuBois the one time a part of that district against Cameron County. They look really impressive, though. Again, you talk about offense. They showed their might against that Cameron County team. Hopefully that offense, at least that confidence, is going to carry into day one here, game one against the South Williamsport team, which, again, they're here for a reason as well, too. They obviously earned their, at least, spot here to compete for the state, at least, state title, essentially.
Right. Yeah, and I haven't seen the South Williamsport team. They weren't here last year. There was a different team here representing Section 3, which is out near Williamsport, that everybody's familiar with Williamsport with the Little League World Series. But West Clyde is on the mound, getting ready to deliver the first pitch of the game. It's inside for ball one.
A good crowd on hand here at Stern Field. Again, both at least sections filled up.
Second pitch is in there for, no, it's not in there for, it's ball two. From my angle, that looked like a strike.
Yeah, again, at least to size up things here at Stern Field. We're here on the right-hand side of this press box.
We have a hit down toward second base. Zatzik's up with it, throws to Farrell for out number one.
So just like that, one way here. It's up at the first. Again, sizing up the field dimensions here at Stern Field. Left field all the way down the line, 321. Right field, 310. In the outfield, you got 344, so nice symmetrical park here to an extent.
And it's like a 10 or 12 foot high fence, so
Yeah.
that adds to the feet that it takes to get the ball out of here. But we've had some of our kids actually hit home runs. So first pitch from West Clyde to the left fielder, number 34, Cade Lusk, is in there for a strike. 0-1 pitch now. Yeah, it's popped up out toward right field. Right fielder camps under it, makes the catch. So there's 2 away here in the top of the first inning.
That's what you like to see for DuBois. Again, kind of a quick, at least, start to this ball game here. 2 away. Kind of putting the pressure here early, or showing your kind of at least pitching dominance, so to speak, on the mound here with DuBois.
And stepping in now for South Williamsport, there's number 3 hitter, their catcher, number 4, Trace Wirtz. First pitch, it's the turf from right in front of the catcher, and for ball 1.
Again, against Cameron County, again, part of that district, at least 2-game series with Cameron County. Again, DuBois only allowed 2 runs.
The 1-0 pitch on the way, in there for strike 1. 1-1 now with 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the first. West comes set, wind up. Pitch low for ball 2. 2-1 now.
And kind of a short, at least, backstop here at Stern Field. Pass ball, again, we have seen people advance on the base pass, but again, it's not too often you see that, though.
No, there's a lot of times it'll not only bounce the short porch, so to speak, it bounces right back to the catcher.
Yeah.
So the next pitch is in there for strike 2. 2-2 now on the catcher from Williamsport. 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Grounded to Zatzik at second. To Farrell for out number 3. So quick, tidy inning there. 3 up, 3 down for South Williamsport. And we'll be back to see the DuBois team in the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to Connect FM. DuBois Little League, sponsored by Star Trucking.
Car dead on the side of the road? Call the Undertaker. Auto Undertaker Towing and Repair for 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Tire changes, jump starts, out of gas, lockouts, 24-hour towing service serving Clearfield, Jefferson, and surrounding counties. They also handle preventative maintenance and all auto repairs, big and small. And at AutoUndertaker.net and Facebook, 592-4186 for quick, easy help 24/7. Buck's Pizza wishes the best of luck to all of our Little League All-Stars. Your dedication and hard work has paid off, and they are proud of you. Congratulations on a great season. Buck's invites you to fuel up before the game or refuel after a delicious $7.99 pick-a-meal. Or get a family special starting at $17.99. They look forward to serving you. Find their entire menu at buckspizza.com. Good, better, Bucks.
Stern Family Field here for the bottom of the first inning of the game between South Williamsport and DuBois. We're waiting for South Williamsport's catcher. Here he comes. So it'll be Samson Deeb and Walker Thomas and Mason Dinkfeld, our top 3 for DuBois. Be remiss if I didn't mention that the DuBois team is wearing blue ribbons on their jerseys in honor of Walker Thomas's mom. She passed away about 10 days ago, actually right before the second Cameron County game. She had a 4-year battle with cancer that she lost. So she passed away, and they're wearing those ribbons in honor of her.
Paying a little homage. Again, good, at least sentiment there by the DuBois team to at least put that. Now, is that just for the seniors, or are we seeing that the juniors is all DuBois teams putting that ribbon on?
No, just that I know of, just the seniors. I don't think the juniors had it on theirs.
Okay.
But again, it's their, I was thinking about that as how the old movie, The Angels in the Outfield, that Walker might have one with them.
Hopefully, again, that magic at least will lead them on to, again, what is going to be championship day. Again, this is a week-long tournament. Again, to size things up, again, games happening again all day tomorrow, Thursday. that championship game. Again, whoever is to advance on past all the way up to that championship Saturday. Again, there's a potential for a doubleheader if, again, in this double elimination format. So, but again, the key factor, if you were to win here the state tournament, you are the PA representative in the East Region Senior League Baseball Tournament, which is happening July 18th to the 23rd, as I mentioned, up in Bangor, Maine.
And that's similar to the junior tournament that's going to be here in a couple weeks.
Which we will bring you live on our sister station, Sunny 106. Again, that'll be July 20th as a start date. Looking forward to that. Where, again, DuBois selected to be the host team for that. Again, DuBois, if I remember correctly, from last year on the junior side, made it pretty deep in there. Found at least, I think, ran into, again, a little trouble with that New Jersey squad, which I think did win that.
Yeah, they did. And DuBois was 4-2, and I think both losses came to New Jersey. So we're ready for our leadoff batter here, the shortstop, number 7, Samson Deeb. First pitch is well into the turf and before the plate. Everybody says in the dirt, but we don't have dirt here. So it's 1-0 for Samson. He drives the ball out into left center field. Left center fielder is not going to get there. It short hops the fence, and Samson's going to be in safely with a leadoff double here for DuBois in the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring up left fielder, number 22, Walker Thomas.
Got a hold of that one. Again, that was trailing all the way out to left center field. Found some green, at least turf out there. And just like that, leadoff man in scoring position right now for DuBois.
Walker Thomas looking down to DuBois manager Chris Deeb down at third, giving the signals. It looks like Mr. Zatzik is at first. His son is Braden. He's the second baseman. Tim Kale is the other coach, as Walker Thomas squares around and bunts one up into the stands for strike one. Bryson Kale, the center fielder, is his son. So we have 3 dads coaching, and this coaching staff has been together for like 3 years, maybe 4, ever since their kids been at 13, now that most of them are 16. So they have experience working together. Next pitch, high and outside for ball 1. 1-1 now on Walker.
Well, and again, that works out beautifully. Where, again, you're having this opportunity to, again, watch your child play, again, at least get them to develop at least those skills and move on to that next level. And again, so far finding some postseason success.
Next pitch is low and inside for ball 2. 2-1 now.
As you mentioned, Thomas early on taking that first pitch. Again, trying to play a little small ball, trying to advance runner over to third.
He hasn't squared around on the next 2 pitches, so I don't know if that was just to see how South Williamsport was going to defend the bunt or possibly get Samson to third just by stealing. Walker swings and fouls the next pitch down to third base line. On deck batter fielded it. So now 2-2 on the batter. Runner at second here in the bottom of the first inning for DuBois. Pitcher comes set. 2-2 pitch. High for ball 3. Full count now for Walker Thomas.
From our angle, that was just above the letters.
Yeah, that's something we actually have a good angle on. The height of the pitch is pretty easy to see from here.
Once we get a lefty, it's going to be interesting.
Yes. This pitch is lifted out to right center field, going back way to the wall and making the catch as a center fielder. I think he made the catch.
He did.
Yes, he did, because Walker was standing out at second base like he was there safely. But Samson Deeb did tag up and go to third, so now he's in scoring position with 1 out. And our third baseman, number 4, Mason Dinkfeld, will step into the plate.
Yes, DuBois right now looking to strike early in this ball game with 1 away, and runner just down the line at third.
Now we have our left-hander against left-hander. You had mentioned that. We had one on deck. Pitch is in there for strike 1 taken.
So we can't really argue balls and strikes. We just have to trust the ump here.
Yes, we do.
That one he's going to call at least strike.
0-1 pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 now on Mason.
Looks like those past couple pitches there, again, they were just pure fastballs right down the pipe.
Yeah, it was an off speed and it went behind him. 1-2 now on Mason Dingfeld.
Dingfeld had a Olay out of that one. It looked like it at least hit him, or again, kind of
curled around the back of his legs. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off, back to the backstop. Goes the whole way out to the third base.
Dugouts here as well, too. Again, they are completely fenced in. The whole kind of, at least field here, again, it's kind of interesting how the stands are elevated above us here. We are field level, but stands are above. But again, everything is fenced in here with the metal fencing.
And you also have the netting going down the whole way, the third base line and first base line, so foul balls don't get into the stands.
Oh, yeah.
Next pitch is high and outside now, 2-2 on the batter.
Just on par with what they got down in MLB, or at least up in that league.
2-2 pitch. Outside, full count now.
He was
lefty on lefty here.
He was hoping to get that strikeout there. He kind of paused, waited for that call. But either way, full count.
Mason's crowding the plate now so he can get that outside corner pitch. He does, and he drills it down the left field line. Just foul. That was just foul by inches. They're going to pitch him outside. He was taking it outside, and that was a good swing there on that pitch.
In golf terminology, that thing I think hooked or sliced, but either way, it was looking like that was going to be a fair ball. Then right at the last minute, tailed away. So still a full count.
And the pitch hits him. I guess if you're going to walk somebody, they can pay for it a little.
He's going to be okay, though. He'll run over to first. But now sets up an interesting situation here with one away, runners on the corners now for DuBois.
Yeah, with only one out, and our designated hitter, number 20, Maddox Clark. I know Maddox has a couple home runs this year in the shortened season that they do play.
Looking to possibly add one here.
First pitch in the dirt. Here comes Sanson Deeb. He's going to score on the wild pitch, and Mason Dingfeld will also go up to second. So now it's 1-0 DuBois here in the bottom of the first inning.
We talked about pass balls. At least were, again, not a whole lot of base running opportunities, but there was a chance where that kind of at least took a weird hop over to the right-hand side.
Yeah, kind of hopped away from the catcher instead of toward him, and Sampson's pretty fast, so it didn't take him long to get in here. Next pitch is low and inside, now 2-0.
So just like that, DuBois with the 1-0 advantage here, one away, bottom of the first.
2-0 pitch. Fouled off and behind home plate. Comes off the netting, back to the catcher. 2-1 now. South Williamsport's pitcher's already thrown 19 pitches and only has one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitching is key on these games because of the day's rest that you need, depending on how many you throw. This pitch is hit off the pitcher. Karam's over to the third baseman who fields it but has no chance at first base. Now they'll have to check to see how South Williamsport's pitcher is. That was pretty hard hit there. Hit Cole Gerber on the leg somewhere. I don't know if it was just below the knee or on the knee. But
limping a little bit. I've had pitches like that come back at me, and again, yeah, you get a little stinger, just kind of walk that out. It looks like, yeah, they're going to at least check on him. He's grimacing a little bit in pain, but it looks like he's going to be okay. Again, as I mentioned, he's just trying to stretch that out. And those are just that kind of stinger right on the bone that just will not go away for a while.
Yeah, it looks like he's rubbing just below his knee on his shin, and now they pulled the pant leg up to take an actual look at it.
By the end of this game, that thing's going to be big, black, and purple. It's not going to be a good-looking bruise. I've been there before, and I feel that pain. But either way, though, with that oddball kind of hit back towards the pitcher, again, now sets up, again, runners back on the corners for DuBois, only one away. So, again, DuBois still threatening here early on. And you mentioned, again, pitching is going to be key here just for the fact that, again, now moving away from districts to here, the state tournament is similar to the regionals coming up here later on in the month of July. That, again, they're back-to-back days. It's something where, again, teams don't have a day or so rest. You got to play. You got to get prepared for probably less than 24 hours.
Right, because like I said, the winner of this game actually plays tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Loser has to come back at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So you can't afford to lose a pitcher, whether by pitch count or injury.
That's a test here, Joe. But again, pitching, you mentioned at least for right now, Williamsport up to 20 pitches right now. Again, what's a pitch at least maximum, at least here in the state tournament? Do we know that?
Yeah, 95 is maximum. But if you pitch 30 or less, you don't need any day's rest. Noah Farrell, our first baseman, steps in and takes strike one. And if you pitch 31 to 45, you need 1 day. 46 to 60, you need 2 days. 61 to 75, 3 days. And if you pitch much more than that, you're going to be maxed out for the tournament. Second pitch is outside for ball one. 1-1 now on Noah Farrell. Noah's home from a tour down south of playing in showcases. So he has a lot of baseball under his belt.
This pitcher will step off the mound very quickly, readjust.
This pitch is driven out toward the scoreboard in right center field. It's in for a hit up against the fence. 1 run's going to score. Maddox Clark is coming in. Now he's going to score. So we have 3 runs now in for DuBois and a runner still at second base with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Stepping in now will be our center fielder, number 18, Bryson Kale. So DuBois is taking advantage of the bats here in the bottom of the first inning.
Coming out strong here, this ball game offensively. Gotta like that, the early lead.
First pitch to Kale is low and away for ball 1. Checks Farrell at second. Comes home with the pitch. It's low and inside for ball 2.
So right now, again, can't really see down the line, at least to see if Williamsport is warming up anyone.
Next pitch is low and inside. 3-0 now on Bryson Kale. Looks down to Coach Deeb to see if he has the take sign. I have a feeling he does.
Again, as I mentioned that, again, it's not do or die at this moment right now for either team if you're to lose, but the pressure does at least intensify.
That pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. 3-1 now.
As mentioned, again, the loser of this contest will play immediately here at this same field, 2 o'clock, so a very short turnaround.
Noah Farrell breaks for third. He's in there as Bryson Kale walks. So now we have runners at the corners again for DuBois. Still only 1 out, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 12, Wes Clyde.
You kind of wonder for Williamsport right now, again, how short of a leash will that pitcher have if this half inning keeps on carrying on like it has. Like I said, it's still 3-0, advantage DuBois with 1 away, but they're still threatening.
And we'll be able to tell after this batter if he's going to let him go much beyond 30, because even if he finishes his over 30, he'll roll back to 28. West squares around. Runner takes off for second. He's there safely as West backs off the pitch, takes a ball 1 now. Second and third, 1 out. DuBois has 3 runs in here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch is driven down the right line and caught by the right fielder. Unfortunately, Noah Farrell did not tag up, so that will not bring in a run. So we have second and third and 2 outs. And that'll bring up our right fielder, number 6, Jonathan Reed.
If you're South Williamsport, that was the ideal play, as we'll see the manager come on out to talk with the pitcher. Who knows if this might be it for him today. Again, he is at that 30 mark. But again, that's ideal if you are South Williamsport to get a play like that where, again, DuBois did not advance. And again, keeps it at least where, again, runners at third and second. 2 away. Still the advantage is 3-0.
Looks like he is going to make a change at the mound. That'll save Mr. Gerber for tomorrow. At 30 pitches, he'll be able to come back and pitch tomorrow. And it looks like the second baseman may be coming in to pitch. We'll have to wait and see what the changes are. We may want to send it back to the station.
We will. Absolutely. We'll get some at least paid advertisers in, as we'll take this at least 60-second timeout. As you're listening to the DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, brought to you by Star Trucking.
DeLulo Transport supports our community and our Little League teams. Just like in the trucking business, the team part of teamwork is what makes winners. All of the hard work and practice has gotten you to this point, and DeLulo Transport is proud of you. So here's to all of the DuBois Little League teams. Good luck during the All-Star season, and let's play ball.
DeLulo Transport in DuBois, family owned with over 30 years experience. Their reliability to deliver on deadline is what they do best.
The Infused IV Bar sends the best of luck to the DuBois Little League All-Star teams. At Infused IV Bar, they're focused on your wellness. Their physician-supervised IV therapy bar offers over 15 different vitamin IV drips and vitamin injections that can assist in reversing the daily stresses of life while rehydrating and replenishing your body. Infused IV Bar appreciates all the coaches, players, and parents' hard work and dedication. Congratulations on a great season.
Welcome back to Stern Family Field. We do have a new pitcher coming on for South Williamsport, number 11, Chance Quimby. And they pretty much changed their whole infield now. Moving to second base will be Levi Butler. The starting pitcher, Cole Gerber, is going to play first base. Mark Molina has moved to short, and Camden Hannon has moved to third. So they pretty much just rotated the whole infield and brought Hannon in.
But again, we will have an early pitching change here, as we will see South Williamsport again just needing one out to get out of this with only 3 runs across the board. And so far, DuBois doing this with only 3 hits.
And we still have runners at second and third with 2 outs. And Jonathan Reed stepping in for his first pitch. And that pitch is swung on, popped up out over our head and out of play for strike 1.
A nice little souvenir for those in the stands right now for this ball game. Again, we see, again, lining infield, even in the outfield, again, good crowd. Everyone is coming out for this ball game tonight.
Next pitch is high and inside for ball 1.
As again, you are listening to tonight's ball game here on Connect FM, 96.7 and 99.7 FM, online at connectradio.fm.
And your 1-1 pitch, swung on, grounded out to the shortstop. Fields it, throws on to first for the out, and that will end the inning for DuBois. And he gets score 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Our score at the end of 1 full inning of play: DuBois 3, South Williamsport 0.
As you will, at least will return back after a 60-second timeout as you're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, brought to you by Star Trucking.
Each day in Pennsylvania, there's at least 15,000 children taken from their homes due to abuse or neglect. Foster parents provide homes to these needy children. Lifespan Family Services trains, supports, and compensates foster parents to address this problem. Call Lifespan Family Services today at 375-1314 or drop in at the DuBois Mall or at Lane Avenue in Punxsutawney. Lifespan Family Services, helping people help children every day. 375-1314.
The team at Napa Auto Parts is behind all of the DuBois All-Star Little League teams. Just like in their business, the team part of teamwork is what makes winners. All of the hard work and dedication has gotten you to the All-Stars, and the Napa team is proud of you. Congratulations, and you will hear us cheering you on. If you need auto parts, visit Napa Auto Parts and experience the Napa know-how.
Welcome back to Stern Family Field. We're perfect timing here to start the top of the second inning, as the first baseman, who was the starting pitcher for South Williamsport, is number 3, Cole Gerber, is stepping in for first delivery from West Clyde. And that delivery is called a ball. Must have just missed outside.
Again, this is something for DuBois where you don't want to be a little too overconfident in this situation. Again, with a 3-run advantage, that'll be strike called. Evens up the count at 1-1, but you gotta imagine DuBois right now riding a little high out there. Again, coming out strong in this ball game.
Yeah, it would be kind of ideal to have a quick inning here. You put a 3-spot up.
Yeah.
Don't go out and give up anything. That will really help your confidence. That pitch is fouled off again out over our head here on the first base line. Counts 1-2 now on the leadoff batter here in the top of the second inning. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. First strikeout of the game. So that'll bring up their shortstop, number 13, Mark Molina. Molina sure is a baseball name. I don't know if he's distantly related to any of the Molinas that have been in the majors or not.
To the Benjis, the Yadieres, all that.
Yeah. Popular
Something
baseball
tells
name.
me that family probably did not stay camped out in Williamsport, PA.
Well, you just never know where the distant relatives could be.
I guess that's true. But either way, 1 away, top of the second here.
First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. Clyde comes set, winds and pitches. In there, taken for strike 1. 1-1 now.
Again, that strikeout, though, was huge to start out this half inning for DuBois. Again, we talk about confidence and momentum. That's what you wanted.
Next pitch swung on and missed. A little off-speed pitch there. 1-2.
Kind of a half-hearted swing by Molina on that one. Definitely was fooled by that, at least speed of that pitch.
The wind and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. A penalty pitch in the dirt or turf. It's for out number 2. So he strikes out the first 2 batters here after putting up the 3 spot. That's a good sign for DuBois. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 2, Camden Hannon.
As we mentioned here at Stern Field, that this is all turf, infield, outfield. Beautiful ballpark here in the city of DuBois. As the lights come on full strength here, as it is pretty much sunset.
This pitch is driven down to first baseman Noah Farrell. He fields it, steps on first for out number 3 here in the top of the second inning. Score remains DuBois 3, South Williamsport 0.
As you're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, brought to you by Star Trucking.
Attention, Little League teams and fans. This season, Smith's Lawn and Landscaping is proud to sponsor your local Little League. We're here to cheer you on and wish every team the best of luck. Score big with Smith's Lawn and Landscaping. We're ready to tackle any landscaping challenge and help you hit a home run with your outdoor space. For landscaping that hits it out of the park, choose Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, proudly supporting Little League and your community. Visit us online at smithslawnandlandscaping.com or follow us on Facebook today.
Star Trucking wishes the DuBois Little League teams good luck during the 2024 All-Star season. Right now, Star Trucking is looking for players to join their team. Now hiring day cab drivers in the Pittsburgh, Ohio, and West Virginia region. Shift work, guaranteed pay, 7 days a week hauling sand for the oil and gas industry. Apply online at startrucking.com. That's startrucking.com. Making trucking great again.
Welcome back to Stern Family Field here for the bottom of the second inning of the DuBois South Williamsport game here at the Pennsylvania State Senior Tournament. South pitcher is finishing up his warm-up tosses. Due up for DuBois is second baseman Braden Zatzik. Then we'll revert back to the top of the order with Samson Deeb and Walker Thomas.
Get DuBois with 3-0 advantage here in this ball game. Again, the final game of day 1 and part of the senior state tournament happening here in DuBois, PA. It's brought folks from all across the state of Pennsylvania here to our part of the world.
That's what's nice about these tournaments, bringing people in from out of town. They get to see all the fields here in DuBois and visit for a few days and hopefully spend some money and help our economy here. First pitch to Zatzik is taken for strike 1.
I think that's the big thing, is absolutely see some of the local businesses that we have to offer, some of the eateries around this part of the world.
Next pitch is high and inside for ball 1, 1-1. I mean, for a lot of these restaurants, getting these teams to eat there on a Tuesday night, that kind of gives them a little shot in the arm on a Tuesday. Next pitch, high and inside again, 2-1 now.
As I mentioned again, we are at least broadcasting this game on Connect FM today, connectradio.fm on the online side. We are video live streaming as we do on the Proietti Media YouTube channel.
Next pitch is high and outside, 3-1.
With the new pitcher on the mound for South Williamsport. It's struggling a bit to kind of find that rhythm right now.
The 3-1 pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. Fills the count at 3-2.
See where South Williamsport tries to put this pitch out and see if it goes low and away.
And Zatzik swings and hits it down third base line, foul. Count will remain 3-2 on the leadoff batter for DuBois here in the bottom of the second inning.
Again, what is a 7-inning affair? Again, we do have that eye out for the 10-run mercy rule, which again comes after at least 5 innings.
Right.
As the batter will call timeout.
This pitch is driven down the right field line, out of play. So Braden's going to keep fouling him off till he finds one he likes.
Ideally, as a hitter, that's what you want, though. Again, you size up the pitcher, see what he's got to offer, and then you wait for that perfect one.
This pitch high for ball 4. He worked the walk. So that'll bring up Samson Deeb, our shortstop. And he led off the game with a double out to left center field. So he'll come up with nobody out and a runner at first.
Current conditions with the sun set here in DuBois. 78 degrees, clear skies, no wind.
First pitch, high and inside for ball 1.
Had to duck a little bit out of the way of that pitch.
Checks Zatzik, throws over, throws it away. Zatzik takes off for second, and there'll be no play. There's nobody covering. So he'll be into second base on the throwing error by the pitcher.
Easy opportunity there for DuBois on that throwing error by South Williamsport. Again, that will put an error on the board for them.
So now we got a runner in scoring position with no outs. Sampson's pretty fast, and the third base Ben is still playing back, so he might have a chance to square around and lay down a bunt here. A check on Zatzik out at second. He gets back safely. 1-0 pitch. Inside for ball 2. 2-0 now.
This kind of plays in a factor a little bit for the South Little League team that, again, you already used one arm, and we're going to have a balk called on the pitcher. So, again, runner will advance over to the third. We've seen that quite a few here at Sternfield, or at least I have so far. A lot of balk calls here by the umpiring crew. Either way, advance will at least advance the runner over to the third. Still nobody out.
This pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. I believe the count is 2-1.
You're correct on that one. For South, as I was mentioning before, that balk call that they've already used one pitcher. If the current guy right now is struggling a bit, again, how long do you keep him out there?
This is grounded to shortstop. Shortstop up with it. Throw to first base. Runner is going to score. And they call the runner at first, saying he pulled him off the base. So that will be another throwing error. Will be on the shortstop. And Braden Zatzik comes in and scored to make it 4-0 now for DuBois. And now we have a runner at first with nobody out, with Walker Thomas coming to the plate.
So how about that for DuBois, adding one more. Again, 2 errors so far for South.
And those errors just eat up your pitch count. That costs the pitcher having to pitch another out. And he's already up to 15. This pitch is looped out toward right field. First baseman goes out and makes the catch for out number 1. Well, he got lucky there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Let's see. Both teams were fooled on that baseball a little bit. Again, they thought that was going to drift foul. Instead, South had to get into action to at least retrieve that baseball for the first out.
And now stepping into the plate is the third baseman, number 4, Mason Dinkfeld. Mason was hit on what would have been ball 4 last inning. This pitch is high for ball 1. At least now Mason's lefty on righty. The starting pitcher was a left-hander. Sanson Deeb has a good-sized lead there at first base. And Mason swings and fouls it into the netting behind home plate. 1-1 now your count.
Yeah, we talk about pitching being key in a tournament like this in South. And gotta wonder what's on the manager's mind right now, how to approach day one. Like I said, it's not do or die right now, but again, you do want to avoid at all costs that loser's bracket.
Yep, next pitch is low for a ball, 2-1. You just don't know how many arms some of the teams from out of town even have. They can, rotate to 30-30-30 and throw over to first. Sanson Deeb is back safely.
Again, you wonder, and I've known of this play before by managers where, again, if a game gets so lopsided, you just kind of toss out whoever out there and just kind of say, hey, let's end the game early and move on to the next day.
Right.
Not saying South is going to do that here in this situation. Count moves to 2-2 on that strike, but again, you kind of wonder of where teams kind of wave that white flag and say, hey, today's not our day. Let's focus and save arms for tomorrow.
Yeah, and at least another thing, it gets their tournament nerves down. They played that one game, and there's a base hit out into the right field, fielded by the right fielder. Sanson Deeb is going to stop at third, so that the hit gives us runners at first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up designated hitter number 20, Maddox Clark, who had a single last inning and scored a run.
As we go back to the districts, as again, right now, catcher will come on out, give the signs to the infield for South Williamsport. But again, DuBois, we know that they could put up a lot of offense against Cameron County. Again, 27 that first day on June 29th, 15 July 1st. So again, this is a very powerful offense.
They certainly are. They hit very well. Maddox squares around, takes ball 1 high, and Mason Dinkfeld steals second base on the play. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position. Pitcher now going to the windup. Pitch swung on and driven deep down left field line. Unfortunately, it's foul, but it would have definitely been out of here as it cleared the batting cages down the left field line.
That thing just hooked clear to the left, though. Again, just timing a little behind on that. Count stays at 1-1. Or at least moves to 1-1.
Moves 1-1, yeah. And the wind up in this pitch. Swung on and missed. Now 1-2. Doesn't have to overswing. He had enough power on the one he didn't overswing on. It's a 1-2 pitch on the way. That's driven line drive up past the shortstop. It's out into left center field. Center fielder's up with it, and they'll hold Mason Dinkfeld at third base. So we're back to first and third. A run in for DuBois, making it 5-0 DuBois. Runners on the corners, 1 out. That'll bring up first baseman number 9, Noah Farrell, who doubled in the first inning.
3 in the first for DuBois, 2 so far here in the second. Looking to add more. Again, we mentioned runners on the corners, still 1 away. Batting lineup again, just kind of rotating as it has so far for DuBois, which again, that's what you like to see.
Runner from first takes off for second. There'll be no throw. Pitch to Farrell was called a ball. So now we're back to having second and third with 1 out. 1-0 count on our batter. Pitch. This one's driven out into the left field. That's going back. It's back. It's off the top of the fence. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the second run. Noah Farrell in with another double and scored 2 runs, making it now 7-0 DuBois.
Yes, things starting to get well out of hand for South Williamsport. Again, that ball was just tattooed again, just a little bit more elevation. You talk about the height of those fences. That fence was about 10 feet shorter. That thing would have been out of here. But either way, though, again, 7-0 advantage now.
And that'll bring up Bryson Kale, the center fielder, who walked last inning. Farrell's taking a big lead off out there at second. First pitch hits Bryson Kale, so he'll be at first base for a second time on a walk and a hit batsman.
He's right now pitching, struggling right now for South Williamsport. We'll see the manager come on out. We might see another pitching change. That's good for him on the mound. 28 pitches so far as duty of relief.
And we'll see if he points anywhere, if he's just going to have a chat here. Again, you just don't know how many pitchers at 7-0 they want to burn tonight.
No.
When you got to try to come through the losers bracket if you drop down there.
Exactly. It's something where this might be at least a moment for South Williamsport. Again, not saying that they're going to just give up and say call it quits here, but it's something where you got to play that moment of saying, hey, we still got another day. We need to save those arms for that do or die ball game, possibly. So I think, we're going to stick with that same pitcher right now for South Williamsport.
Well, the other thing they got to think about is the team they're playing, Oil City, played a 14-13 game, and they pitched 4 or 5 pitchers. Don't know how many of them went over 30 pitches, but they might be a little light on arms as well. So they got to look at the big picture here. You sacrifice one game to hopefully win more later in the tournament.
As we are back to action here again, sizing up. Still one away. Runners at first and second here. 7-0 advantage for DuBois as we are here at the bottom of the second still.
West Clyde takes first pitch high and inside for ball one. West flew out to right field in the first inning. That was pretty deep out and right. So it's 1-0 count. Again, all the 9 batters that DuBois does have are all very good hitters. And just hope they stay patient and get their pitch like they have been so far tonight. It's 1-1 now on Clyde as he swung and missed on the second pitch. Farrell's taken off for third, and the throw down is late. The trailing runner did not go. So now we have first and third, 1-2 count on West because the pitch was taken for a strike. At least it got Noah to third. And the 1-2 pitch. Now the runner at first takes off. Clyde swings and misses, strikes out for out number 2, but Bryson Kale does make it to second safely. And it'll bring up our right fielder, Jonathan Reed, with 2 outs and runners at first or second and third now.
That strikeout huge for South Williamsport to gain some sort of confidence back.
First pitch is high for ball one.
Get 2 away, runners at second and third.
Next pitch to Jonathan is inside, 2-0.
South right now just trying to limit the damage to 4. Still 7-0 advantage. So a lot of baseball still left in this ballgame.
2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike one.
Whatever that manager said to at least pitcher right now on the mound for South Williamsport. Kind of lighted a fire under him.
Yeah, he's throwing a few more strikes. A little harder, too. That pitch short hops the plate, but swung on and missed by Jonathan Reed. So it's 2-2. That was that patience I was talking about. Got that big lead. You still got to make them pitch and swing at good pitches. 2 on, 2 outs, 2-2 count. This pitch is high for ball 3. Full count with 2 outs. 4 runs already in for DuBois in the inning, making it 7-0. Looking to add a couple more here. Pitch is high for ball 4. That will load the bases for the number 9 hitter. He'll be the 10th batter of the inning. Second baseman Braden Zatzik. He started this inning with a walk.
Fortunately, when it rains, it pours, and that's kind of the situation right now for South Williamsport, is that they are still struggling to get out of this half inning.
First pitch to Braden's high and outside for ball 1. He's up to 39 pitches, so don't know if they're just going to use him to burn this game out or what his plan is. 1-0 pitch inside for ball 2.
Like I said, that on a coaching standpoint would make the most sense, where, again, you want to save as much as you can, knowing that your fate, I wouldn't say is sealed, but kind of know where this is heading right now, as that'll be a strike. Since you count up at 2-1.
Last game, it was 11-2, and the team that had 2 got 9 runs in 1 inning. So
that's what I'm saying. Again, still a lot of baseball left. We'll see what Williamsport can do on the offensive side.
This pitch is popped up out over us again to even the count at 2. 2-2 now. All 3 base runners going back to the bases. Braden steps back in, and we're ready for the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, swung on and missed for strike 3. So that'll end the inning with DuBois getting 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on. Our score after 2 full innings of play, DuBois 7, South Williamsport 0.
As you're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, we'll take a 60-second timeout and be back with more right here on Connect FM, which is brought to you by Star Trucking.
Car dead on the side of the road? Call the Undertaker. Auto Undertaker Towing and Repair for 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Tire changes, jump starts, out of gas, lockouts, 24-hour towing service serving Clearfield, Jefferson, and surrounding counties. They also handle preventative maintenance and all auto repairs, big and small. And at AutoUndertaker.net and Facebook, 592-4186 for quick, easy help 24/7. Buck's Pizza wishes the best of luck to all of our Little League All-Stars. Your dedication and hard work has paid off, and they are proud of you. Congratulations on a great season. Buck's invites you to fuel up before the game or refuel after a delicious $7.99 pick-a-meal. Or get a family special starting at $17.99. They look forward to serving you. Find their entire menu at buckspizza.com. Good, better, Bucks.
Welcome back to Stern Family Field here for the top of the 3rd inning of the South Williamsport DuBois game. Current score is DuBois 7, South Williamsport 0. Leadoff batter for South Williamsport is going to be their pitcher, number 11, Chance Quimby. Wes Clyde still out on the mound for DuBois. Made it through the first 2 innings with 19 pitches. First pitch here is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, I imagine at this point he might just go the distance here if he can. Again, if DuBois can end this thing early too.
Next pitch is low for 1-1 now.
That'd be huge to start off this state tournament as DuBois if they're able to just use only 1 pitcher. And again, he's able to keep that count low.
This one's grounded out to Braden Zatzik at second. And he throws to Noah Farrell at first, and that's out number 1. So that's the 3rd out that Zatzik has been a part of already. That'll bring up the center fielder, number 18, Johan Caputo.
So as simple as that, 1 away. That's again right now for South Williamsport. Still showing the zeros across the board.
First pitch is in there for a strike.
The only crooked number that South Williamsport has right now on that scoreboard is a 2, which is 2 errors so far.
0-1 pitch, swung on at another short hop pitch. So it's 0-2. Pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Well, it was good morning, good afternoon, good night at bats. Next batter is their right fielder, number 7, Luke Stetzel. He'll be batting for the first time here in the top of the 3rd inning, with 2 outs and nobody on.
We talk about confidence and momentum. It is all clearly on the side of DuBois. Right now, pitching is just showing to be spectacular here early on.
Yeah, Wes is definitely on target. He's not showing, to me, any nerves at all being at a state tournament. His first pitch is in there for strike 1. Second pitch looked identical, but it was called a ball. So even when he misses, he's not missing by much. He's just right there. So 1-1 here. Lined up. Low and outside for 2-1.
Looked like he was hoping for him to kind of fish at that one outside. Didn't bite at that one.
2-1 pitch. That was even shorter. I complimented him on his control, and look what happens.
It was a count of 3-1. Yeah, but he's the type of pitcher that can recover.
Take a deep breath, and number 9 hitters at the plate. And he swings and misses. That fills the count.
And just one strike away here to make it a quick 1-2-3 inning.
Even the swing sets are out there occupied tonight. This pitch is driven out to right field. Going to drop in for a single. Fielded by Jonathan Reed and returned in. So the number 9 hitter breaks the scoreboard for South Williamsport and puts a 1 in the hit column.
No need to worry about the perfect game. Because right now it looks like his evening will come to an end with allowing the hit.
So he'll roll back to 28 pitches and be eligible for tomorrow if necessary, if they are indeed going to pull him. Looks like they're having a discussion first.
We're going to talk about it a bit here.
They could even go to 45 and it'll only need 1 day. And we do have plenty of arms to pitch tomorrow. If he can go 14 more and maybe get out of another inning.
And still no movement as home plate umpire will come on out to the mound to break up the meeting. And 2 outs, runner at first as against South Williamsport will break up the no-no.
Okay, they're going to leave Wes in. So we have the runner at first with 2 outs. 7-0. DuBois leading here in the top of the 3rd inning. Levi Butler, the second baseman, is the batter. He grounded out to start the game. He looks at strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. A little bit low for 1-1. This is the first he's had to pitch from the stretch. Runner's not going anywhere. Pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, don't anticipate that South is going to be a little aggressive. At least try to steal any bases here. And we know we got a good arm behind at least home plate for DuBois.
2-1. In there for strike 2. That looked like something off speed and wasn't expected by the batter, so he was fooled on that one.
I think Butler was just up there to take on that one.
Our 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Runner at first. Top of the 3rd. That pitch is swung on, and it must have been foul, although I didn't hear anything.
Definitely have that at least. Yeah, we didn't hear the tink off the aluminum bats, but either way, again, count will stay at 2-2.
Comes set. Checks the runner, who is going. And the pitch is lined out to Samson Deed. Makes a nice leaping catch to end the inning. Nice catch there by Samson. So that will be the end of the inning with South Williamsport getting no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with DuBois leading 7-0.
As we'll be back after the 60-second timeout with more of DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, which is presented by Star Trucking.
DeLulo Transport supports our community and our Little League teams. Just like in the trucking business, the team part of teamwork is what makes winners. All of the hard work and practice has gotten you to this point, and DeLulo Transport is proud of you. So here's to all of the DuBois Little League teams. Good luck during the All-Star season, and let's play ball.
DeLulo Transport in DuBois, family owned with over 30 years experience. Their reliability to deliver on deadline is what they do best.
The infused IV bar sends the best of luck to the DuBois Little League All-Star teams. At Infused IV Bar, they're focused on your wellness. Their physician-supervised IV therapy bar offers over 15 different vitamin IV drips and vitamin injections that can assist in reversing the daily stresses of life while rehydrating and replenishing your body. Infused IV Bar appreciates all the coaches, players, and parents' hard work and dedication. Congratulations on a great season.
Back to Stern Family Field here for the bottom of the third inning of the South Williamsport DuBois game. We have another pitching change for South Williamsport. They have number 13, Mark Molina, now coming in to pitch. Moving over to second base will be Chance Quimby, and moving from second base to shortstop, Levi Butler.
And a slight change here once again for South Williamsport. Again, I anticipate this team to at least kind of wave the white flag here at this point. Again, they're going to give it their all. But also, again, try to conserve some arms for tomorrow, whether they are to move on. And again, be at least a part of that winner's bracket, or again, play again at 2 o'clock, a part of that loser's bracket. And we are still here early in this ball game as we now shift on down to the third inning, at least bottom of the third. DuBois still up 7-0 in this ball game.
Yeah, for South Williamsport, their starting pitcher went 30, so he can actually pitch tomorrow. Their second pitcher ended with 43, so he'll need a day's rest. So they'll have to win tomorrow and play Thursday, and he would become eligible.
Well, again, you kind of wonder as well, too, did DuBois here, day one, see the ace of this team for South Williamsport? You like the hope, again, they would come out strong like that, but again, who knows what the kind of matchups we're here today out of the box for day one.
Exactly. Stepping in now is our leadoff batter, once again batting for the third inning in a row. Our shortstop, number 7, Samson Deeb, takes the first pitch from the new pitcher as a strike. 0-1. This pitch goes right over Samson's head.
Count will go to 1-1. Nobody out is scoreboard. Get it corrected here at Stern Field. Going back to the pitching matchup, or at least again the scouting report for both teams. Again, we saw the chess match as that
this
one.
This pitch is driven deep to left field, going back to left fielder, and just short of the fence makes the catch. That was driven deep to left field by Samson.
Molina on the mound at least kind of breathes a sigh of relief there. He saw that on the mound. He thought that, I think a lot of us thought that was out of the ballpark. Instead, just shy of it.
A loud, noisy can of corn. Now batting will be the left fielder, number 22, Walker Thomas.
But again, both of these managers playing a little chess match before this game even got underway. Again, we were waiting a lineup for DuBois as they were trying to size up who they were going to go with.
This pitch is high and inside for ball one. Not sure what the Molina's happy about out there, but it seems like in between pitches he's got a big grin on his face out there.
Yeah, he's just a positive guy. You gotta like that.
2-0 makes you wonder, is he out there pitching just having fun because it's 7-0? He's never pitched before.
It kind of looks like that as he's
trying to get the left fielder to shift. He's playing deep enough that they had to use hand signals to get him to move. So 2-0 on Walker Thomas. This pitch is slow roll to the shortstop who was playing deep. Walker's pretty fast. And they call him out on a close play at first base. And it'll be 2 up, 2 down here for DuBois in the bottom of the third inning. That'll bring up our third baseman, number 4, Mason Dinkfeld. Mason's been on base twice, scored twice, hit by a pitch and a single.
Yeah, not sure if this is the first opportunity for Molina to at least get the at least to pitch, but again, regarding Molina though, it's something that he's enjoying his time out there. Again, so far 2 quick outs.
Yeah, you can almost tell by the way his windup is that it's not like something that he's used to doing. That pitch was outside for ball 1. Again, DuBois needs to be patient and get a decent pitch to hit. That pitch also outside to Mason Dinkfeld to 2-0 now with 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the third inning. 2-0 pitch is low and outside for 3-0. It's different when you don't pitch very often and you pitch to a left-hander because there's nothing standing in that right-hand batter's box to give you that vision, getting to the catcher. That pitch is high, so we got a 4-pitch walk to Mason Dinkfeld. That'll bring up Maddox Clark, number 20. He's our designated hitter, who's 2 for 2 on the night.
South Williamsport there had a close opportunity to get out of this, at least for the first time in this ballgame, with a quick 1-2-3 half inning, but it'll extend on with the walk. Get runner at first, 2 away.
And with DuBois having hitter after hitter, they could score quite a few runs with 2 outs.
And again, the thing that sits on DuBois' mind right now is to hit that 10-run mark. Again, it's, the countdown is on to 3 to put that pressure in this ballgame early.
So Maddox awaits the first pitch, bounces into the catcher, but no advancement by Mason at first. So Molina's having to pitch now from the stretch for the first time. At least first time tonight. Dinkfeld stays at first. Pitch high and inside for ball 2.
Is Molina getting a little, at least location is getting a little away from him here.
He's not smiling as much right now.
Yeah.
6 straight balls in a row. Throws it over to first. That was actually close. I don't think Mason realized that he was going to throw that because he was out taking his lead. He does it again.
Interesting pickoff attempts again. Just trying to keep him at least fooled a little bit over at first.
And now he's got that smile back on his face. Dinkfeld takes his lead. This is hit up the middle, out into center field for a single. That'll make it now first and second with 2 outs. And that's third single for the night for Maddox Clark. I guess if you're going to be labeled designated hitter, you do some hitting. And now batting will be our first baseman, number 9, Noah Farrell. Noah Farrell has 2 doubles tonight. So again, this is, you think the quick inning with 2 outs right away, but with the hitters that are coming up, anything can still happen. That pitch is in there for strike 1.
Well, again, we've seen plenty of the 2-out magic by DuBois, especially in the senior level. Saw it plenty with the majors. Looking to do the same here.
0-1 pitch, swung on, grounded out to the shortstop. He throws to first, and that will end the inning. So DuBois will not get any runs in the 3rd inning. Leave 2 stranded. So our score remains after 3 innings of play. DuBois 7, South Williamsport 0.
As we'll take a 60-second timeout and be back with more as you're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, which is presented by Star Trucking.
Each day in Pennsylvania, there's at least 15,000 children taken from their homes due to abuse or neglect. Foster parents provide homes to these needy children. Lifespan Family Services trains, supports, and compensates foster parents to address this problem. Call Lifespan Family Services today at 375-1314 or drop in at the DuBois Mall or at Lane Avenue in Punxsutawney. Lifespan Family Services, helping people help children every day. 375-1314.
The team at Napa Auto Parts is behind all of the DuBois All-Star Little League teams. Just like in their business, the team part of teamwork is what makes winners. All of the hard work and dedication has gotten you to the All-Stars, and the Napa team is proud of you. Congratulations, and you will hear us cheering you on. If you need auto parts, visit Napa Auto Parts and experience the Napa know-how.
Back to Stern Family Field here for the top of the 4th inning of the South Williamsport DuBois game. Currently leading 7-0 for DuBois. And the leadoff batter for South Williamsport will be their left fielder, number 34, Cade Lusk.
Yes, thank you to everyone tuning in to tonight's ball game, as it's being brought to you here on Connect FM 96.7 and 99.7 FM, online at connectradio.fm.
First pitch from West Clyde. is inside for ball one.
And to those who did not make it out to the ballpark but are watching with us virtually online on the Proietti Media YouTube channel, thank you to everyone.
This pitch is lined out into left center field. That's going to split the outfielders and make it to the wall. Lusk is rounding first and going into second for a leadoff double here for South Williamsport.
If you're South Williamsport, that's what the doctor wants. That's what doctor ordered. Again, you wanted that loud hit to start out, and again, leadoff man on board over at second.
That'll bring up the catcher, number 4, Trace Wirtz. Trace grounded to second base back in the first inning. Next pitch is ball one. Short hops the catcher. Isaac Dennison makes a nice block, keeping the runner at second base. 1-0 pitch. This is chopped down third base, actually fielded by Wes Clyde. Threw over to first base.
I do believe that.
I'm pretty sure they called him out. That was a nice play there by Wes. That will bring up the first baseman, number 3, Cole Gerber. On the play, Cade Lusk does make it to third base, so we got a runner at third with 1 out. First real chance for South Williamsport to put a run on the board. This pitch is fouled off down the right field line for strike 1.
For teams in situations like this, again, that's what you're looking for, is just some sort of confidence, some sort of momentum, even if you get 1 run. Some way to claw back into the ball game.
It's kind of a way to peck away at it. That was swung on and fouled behind home plate.
Well, again, at this moment where again it stands 7-0, that again the pressure is not on South Williamsport. Again, where this ball game is not set to end early. Right now, as the infield will come on in for DuBois.
I think the umpire may have thought that caught the catcher on the foul ball, so he's trying to give him a little time to. But Isaac looks like he's just fine. So he'll go behind the plate, and now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit out of play down the right field line again. Count will remain 0-2.
Game that got started a little late, again due to the other contest beforehand. So we approach 10 o'clock here in the Eastern time zone.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. West comes off the mound as if he got out number 3 there, but it's only out number 2. And that'll bring up pitcher number 13, Mark Molina. And now West is at 45. So now we got a decision to make on whether we're going to have him have 1 day rest. It looks like we are going to have a change. It looks like Seth Wilmoth is going to come out of the bullpen and into the game in Wes Clyde's spot in the lineup.
Well, what we'll do is we'll take a timeout as we'll get the new pitcher all situated here for DuBois as we are here in the top of the 4th. DuBois up 7-0 as you are listening to DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM. We'll be back at the 60-second timeout. Again, DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, presented by Star Trucking.
Attention, Little League teams and fans. This season, Smith's Lawn and Landscaping is proud to sponsor your local Little League. We're here to cheer you on and wish every team the best of luck. Score big with Smith's Lawn and Landscaping. We're ready to tackle any landscaping challenge and help you hit a home run with your outdoor space. For landscaping that hits it out of the park, choose Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, proudly supporting Little League and your community. Visit us online at smithslawnandlandscaping.com or follow us on Facebook today.
Star Trekking wishes the DuBois Little League teams good luck during the 2024 All-Star season. Right now, Star Trekking is looking for players to join their team. Now hiring day cab drivers in the Pittsburgh, Ohio, and West Virginia region. Shift work, guaranteed pay, 7 days a week hauling sand for the oil and gas industry. Apply online at startrucking.com. That's startrucking.com. Making trucking great again.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Stern Family Field. Seth Wilmoth, our new pitcher, is finishing up his warm-up tosses to reset the inning. We have a runner at third base. It's still 7-0 DuBois, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning.
In South Williamsport, still threatening, though, over at third.
First pitch from Wilmoth is in there, taken for a strike. And Mark Molina, the pitcher for South Williamsport, is at the plate. He struck out back in the 2nd inning. 0-1 pitch. Catches the inside corner for strike 2. That one was also taken.
Yes, to say Molina thought that was a little too inside, tried to jump out of the way of that pitch, but again, called for a strike.
0-2 pitch. Swung on, driven out into center field. Making his way over to make the catch is Bryson Cale. That will end the inning with no damage. The inning for South Williamsport showed no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We'll move on to the bottom of the 4th inning with DuBois still having a 7-0 lead.
As you're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, which is presented by Star Trucking.
Car dead on the side of the road? Call the Undertaker. Auto Undertaker Towing and Repair for 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Tire changes, jump starts, out of gas, lockouts, 24-hour towing service serving Clearfield, Jefferson, and surrounding counties. They also handle preventative maintenance and all auto repairs, big and small. And at AutoUndertaker.net and Facebook, 592-4186 for quick, easy help 24/7. Buck's Pizza wishes the best of luck to all of our Little League All-Stars. Your dedication and hard work has paid off, and they are proud of you. Congratulations on a great season. Buck's invites you to fuel up before the game or refuel after a delicious $7.99 pick-a-meal. Or get a family special starting at $17.99. They look forward to serving you. Find their entire menu at buckspizza.com. Good, better, Bucks.
Welcome back to Stern Family Field. Here we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. South Williamsport's pitcher is finishing up his between-inning warm-ups. It's still Mark Molina out on the mound. Due to send it down to second base. Total so far for DuBois, they scored 3 runs in the first, added 4 more in the second. They have 7 runs on 7 hits. And South Williamsport has no runs on 2 hits, have committed 2 errors.
Right now, it's kind of all hands on deck right now for South Williamsport, pitching-wise. Again, it looks like Molina, what I can theorize, again, with it's kind of throwing motion, again, how he's acting on the mound. Again, probably a guy that doesn't get a whole lot of pitching opportunity, again, for probably in the regular season. So, but he's definitely showed his might so far. Again, he was the pitcher that at least prevented DuBois from he blanked DuBois for the first time in this ballgame.
Yep. Stranded a couple runners. And our leadoff batter for DuBois is center fielder number 18, Bryson Cale. He'll look at the first pitch, called strike. Still like seeing them being a little patient and taking the strike and getting settled in the box. 0-1 pitch. That's driven out into left field for a base hit. So that puts him on base for the 3rd time tonight. He had a walk, a hit batter, and now a single. And that will bring up the new pitcher for DuBois, Seth Wilmoth, for his first at-bat here at the state tournament.
Yeah, the magic number to put pressure in this ball game early is 3. Leadoff man on board for DuBois.
Yeah, if we happen to get 3 this inning and then get 3 outs, it will be over. So the magic number is 3 either way. Waiting the first pitch to Seth Wilmoth. They keep checking the runner at first. This one is lifted out into shallow right field. It bounces in, and it actually is a fair ball. And Bryson Cale beats the throw to second. I didn't see anybody that actually came anywhere near that ball. I haven't seen anything go on the board, but I'm going to have to call that a base hit.
Yeah, that was kind of a Bermuda Triangle location for that baseball to at least land. So, again, kind of a tough play. And I think they will award that the hit on the board, which they will.
And that'll put runners at first and second now for DuBois. Nobody out. Jonathan Reed, the right fielder, coming to the plate. Squares around, bunts it down the third base line. He's got a chance to beat this out, and he will. And they throw back to third, and they catch Bryson Cale off the base. So we'll have an infield single for Jonathan Reed, and a play at third base. It'll go 2-5 for the out of Bryson Cale.
Overran that base. Had a struggle to get back over the third. Again, not realizing when that ball was in play. Just like that, one away. Still runners at first and second here.
And that'll bring up second baseman number 1, Braden Zatzik.
That's a heads-up play by South Williamsport.
This bunt goes straight to the pitcher. He throws to first and gets the out. So now we have second and third and 2 outs going to the top of the order now. And for the fourth time in 4 innings, shortstop Samson D will get the bat.
Once again, DuBois looking for the little 2-out magic here. Again, the mercy rule run is at the plate here for DuBois.
Well, if he hits it about 10 feet further than he did last time. This pitch is way above his head for ball 1.
Just got to get that. Just needed a little bit more carry, a little wind to lift that thing out.
I don't see any wind. Nice calm night here down here at Stern Field. This pitch is just as inside as the first one. 2-0. Sampson has a double, reached on an air in the second, and flew deep to left field his last time up. So he is 1 for 3 on the night. Scored 2 runs. 2-0 pitch. Still inside for ball 3.
Kind of seems like that's the play right now against him, seeing what he was able to do earlier in this ball game is not really give anything down the pipeline for him to hit.
So Sampson waits the 3-0 pitch. Will he have the green light from his dad? And the answer is no. He takes strike 1, 3-1. It's funny how pitchers can do that. Throw 3 pitches for 3 balls and then come out with a perfect strike.
Yeah, but that was right down the heart of the plate, it looked like. So, again, that's kind of your simple just throw.
Oh, this high pitch swung on and missed. That'll fill the count. 3-2 now with 2 outs.
That was your green light with a little extra flair on that one. He was looking to launch it.
Perfect timing. Coming in hot.
Oh, Molina goes to the stretch. Pitch makes it easy. It was high and inside for ball 4.
Now the base is loaded now with 2 outs.
That'll bring up Walker Thomas, left fielder, and he's actually 0 for 3. Might be the only player that hasn't reached base.
Here's a perfect opportunity for him to get healthy.
Yep.
Just need a solid hit in the outfield. That should easily play 2.
So we got bases loaded and 2 outs. This pitch is hit out towards second base, or shortstop. Throw to second base, gets out number 3. So DuBois will strand 3 runners. So that'll end the inning with DuBois having no runs after getting 3 hits, leaving 3 on base. And the score at the end of 4 full innings of play will remain DuBois 7, South Williamsport 0.
So we'll take a quick timeout, be back with more as you're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, which is presented by Star Trucking.
DeLulo Transport supports our community and our Little League teams. Just like in the trucking business, the team part of teamwork is what makes winners. All of the hard work and practice has gotten you to this point, and DeLulo Transport is proud of you. So here's to all of the DuBois Little League teams. Good luck during the All-Star season, and let's play ball.
DeLulo Transport in DuBois, family owned with over 30 years experience. Their reliability to deliver on deadline is what they do best.
The Infused IV Bar sends the best of luck to the DuBois Little League All-Star teams. At Infused IV Bar, they're focused on your wellness. Their physician-supervised IV therapy bar offers over 15 different vitamin IV drips and vitamin injections that can assist in reversing the daily stresses of life while rehydrating and replenishing your body. Infused IV Bar appreciates all the coaches, players, and parents' hard work and dedication. Congratulations on a great season.
Welcome back to Stern Family Field. Isaac Dennison throws the ball down to second base to end the warm-ups. We'll get ready to start here at the top of the fifth inning for South Williamsport. Coming up will be the third baseman, number 2, Camden Hannon. And he is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out to Noah Farrell at first base, his first trip up. Seth Wilmoth ready to face his second batter of the game.
We are starting to see the offense for South Williamsport elevate a bit here, inning by inning. Picking up their first hit and again getting runner within scoring position, as that'll be strike one.
Wilmoth getting ready for the 0-1 pitch. It's high and way outside for ball one. Hits the backstop and rolls right back to Dennison. So 1-1 your count. That pickoff at third base really helped set up that inning for South Williamsport to get out of. The next pitch is hit back to Farrell again at first base. Takes it to the base for the out. That will bring up second baseman number 11, Chance Quimby. He grounded out to second base back in the third inning.
Right now, DuBois, they're just looking for a quick 1-2-3 half inning. And up to the bottom of the fifth where they can hit it with 3 runs.
That would be nice. First pitch to Quimby. Swung on, hit foul out behind home plate. Out of the stadium. Or strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Stays high for ball one. 1-1.
Getting past 10 o'clock. Game that's going on here at Stern Family Field.
Pitch high for ball 2. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. That looked like to be a good pitch. He just swung on it a little bit late.
Just trying to settle in a bit on the mound. Even count at 2-2.
This pitch is high and inside. 3-2.
Yeah, to easily move out of the way on that one.
So we'll have a full count on the batter. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the fifth inning. Curveball in there for strike 3 looking. So that'll make 2 outs in the inning. And that will bring up center fielder number 18, Johan Caputo.
Kind of felt like a delay call there by the home plate umpire on that strikeout, but either way, we'll take it. 2 away.
I think he wanted to do that, that
he added a flourish.
Emphasis,
yeah.
Ring up, caught looking kind of strike.
There's been a whole lot of strikeouts here in this ball game by either side.
That's actually the 5th one for DuBois pitching.
Oh, okay.
It's not too bad for 4 innings plus. That pitch is in there for strike 1.
See, in that junior game, last at least ball game here, again, I think we saw what? I think that hit double figures by DuBois.
Yeah, the junior league team, and the last one against Cameron County, the 15-2 game.
That's true.
It started out that Samson Deeb struck out the first 6 batters of the game. He got relieved, and I think the bad pitchers struck out the next 2. I think they started out with 8 strikeouts in a row. That pitch is inside now. It's 1-2. So our 1-2 pitch on the way. Off speed curveball again. Caught looking again. Nice pitch there by Wilmoth. So he ends up with 2 strikeouts. South Williamsport has no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We'll move to the bottom of the 5th inning with DuBois leading 7-0.
As we'll come back with the bottom of the 5th here as you're listening to Little League Baseball, DuBois Little League Baseball on Connect FM, which is brought to you by Star Trucking.
Each day in Pennsylvania, there's at least 15,000 children taken from their homes due to abuse or neglect. Foster parents provide homes to these needy children. Lifespan Family Services trains, supports, and compensates foster parents to address this problem. Call Lifespan Family Services today at 375-1314 or drop in at the DuBois Mall or at Lane Avenue in Punxsutawney. Lifespan Family Services, helping people help children every day. 375-1314.
The team at Napa Auto Parts is behind all of the DuBois All-Star Little League teams. Just like in their business, the team part of teamwork is what makes winners. All of the hard work and dedication has gotten you to the All-Stars, and the Napa team is proud of you. Congratulations, and you will hear us cheering you on. If you need auto parts, visit Napa Auto Parts and experience the Napa know-how.
Back to Stern Family Field here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Mr. Molina from South Williamsport finishing up his warm-ups. Due up for DuBois is Mason Dinkfeld, who has been on base all 3 times. Maddox Clark follows him. He's got 3 singles. And then Noah Farrell, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. So we have some hitters coming up here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, it's plain and simple right now for DuBois. All you need is 3 runs, and it's ball game.
Yep.
They've been able to do that. They played at 3 in the first inning, 4 in the second, but they kind of ran into a brick wall so far with Molina on the mound coming in relief for South Williamsport. I imagine that he might go the entire route. As again, he's kind of boosted a little confidence, at least defensively, for the South Williamsport squad.
So our third baseman, Mason Dingfeld, will step in. He got hit by a pitch into first. Got a single in the second and walked into third. This is his 4th plate appearance in the game. First pitch is outside for ball 1. We're about pretty sure that he might have been the first batter Molina faced. I think we might be coming around the second time for him. This is ripped down the right field line, but out of play. It's a long, noisy strike as it bangs around the bleachers down the right field line.
Got some good contact on the bat with that one, but again, a little too early on the timing. Evens up the count at 1-1.
And that pitch is inside for ball 2. Might just be me, but it seems like Molina's throwing harder this inning. But I don't know if that's because he had a little bit of a break. He's got a little bit more energy. Well, there, 2-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 3.
That smile, as we saw early on when he was on the mound, kind of has drifted away. He's kind of gotten more serious.
And the 3-1 pitch. High and outside for ball 4. So that'll put a leadoff runner on base once again for DuBois.
You can definitely hear that crack, though, when, again, that's hitting the catcher's, at least, mitt. Again, Molina's putting some heat on some of those throws. Right now, it looks like we're going to have another change here by DuBois. At least we're going to have a designated runner.
Well, he'll be coming in the game because you can't pinch run for, well, they can bring him right back in because starters can re-enter. So running at first base now is number 11, Isaiah Tuning. And the batter will be our designated hitter, Maddox Clark, who, like I said, is 3 for 3 tonight with 3 singles. Be interesting if we have our designated hitter try to bunt to move the runner up.
So time called by home plate. By the ump.
Not sure why, but everybody's got their places. Tuning takes his lead at first. Goes nowhere. Pitch is inside for ball one. And now that he's up to 32 pitches, if he hasn't pitched much, you're almost to that point where, you know, how much gas is in the tank as being not a pitcher. Can he go?
And again, that's possibly what we're seeing right now is that tank might be a little empty.
That pitch is ripped just an inch foul. That thing couldn't have missed that base by much down the third base line. So that'll even the count at 1-1.
This Molina seems like, again, he was cruising through the third and fourth inning against DuBois, or at least have a little better success than the previous pitchers for South Williamsport. But at the bottom of the fifth, he's having a little struggle, at least struggle on the mound.
And the 1-1 pitch. That hits Maddox Clark. Hit him where he sits. So now we got a walk and a hit batsman. That's going to bring up our first baseman, number 9, Noah Farrell. He's got 2 doubles and a ground out, so he's 2 for 3 tonight. And he'll bat with runners at first and second and nobody out.
DuBois finds themselves once again with the winning run at the plate.
And there's no doubt he has the power to kind of end the game with one swing. First pitch. Called, strike one. Noah seemed to think that was inside.
He'll smile and shake it off as he gets back into the batter's box. As he finds himself again behind on the count, 0-1.
And that 0-1 pitch, after checking the runners, off speed, hit just inside the foul line down to third base. Hits off the inside fencing, goes into left field, fielded by the shortstop. Tuning comes around to score. That will go in the books as another double for Noah Farrell because he's out at second. And that'll bring up our center fielder, Bryson Kale, with DuBois now leading 8-0 and the game-ending run out at second base with nobody out.
As you mentioned again, the magic number falls to 2. As the battery will come together on the pitching mound and discuss things. As again, nobody out here. As the win, the chance to move on here in the state tournament within reaches for DuBois. If they all advance on, if they are able to pick up the next 2 at least runs, play tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So we'll have that game for you live once again here on Connect FM. And for South Williamsport, if they are to lose this ball game, which again they're on pace to, we'll play again tomorrow here at Stern Field at 2 o'clock.
Okay, Bryson Kale steps in. He walked in the first, got hit by a pitch in the second, and got a single in the fourth. And he did get that single off of Molina. And he takes the first pitch outside for ball one.
It's a simple situation here. Again, a ball hit at least to decent distance out, at least out and outfield.
And that's being driven out into right field. Right fielder makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Maddox Clark with the 9th run. Moving up to third base with 1 out is Noah Farrell. So the game-winning run, now or game-ending run, is now in scoring position at third. And that'll bring up pitcher Seth Wilmoth. He batted last inning, so he's 1 for 1 on the night.
Molina right now, again, I'm not sure, trying to at least get the infield to move on in.
I think they're moving the outfield in, too. If he has anything real deep, they're going to tag up and score with Farrell. He squares around and bunts. Pitch is way outside for ball one. That surprised me.
Trying to go for that small ball attempt to try to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, might have just seen what the defense was going to do.
I mean,
now they're way in.
And South Williamsport has, again, committed 2 errors so far in this ball game.
Have as many hits as they have errors. The 1-0 pitch. This is bunted, but bunted foul.
Headed back our way. Thankfully protected by the plate of glass and fence line here.
So you have a 1-1 count now. See if they keep the bunt on here with 1 out and a runner at third. One pitch. Swung on, driven out into right field. Right fielder makes the catch. Farrell breaks for home. Here comes the throw, and Farrell scores standing up. And with that run scoring, that will make our score 10-0 DuBois, and that will be the final score, with DuBois with 10 runs on 11 hits, and South Williamsport no runs on 2 hits.
So just like that, DuBois advances on. They will play tomorrow, 8 o'clock, as they will take on, and again, I do believe, Hollidaysburg is the opponent for tomorrow's matchup, I do believe. So again, we'll bring you that contest here again on Connect FM. Looking forward to it, 96.7 FM, 99.7 FM, online at connectradio.fm, and video live streaming as we do on the Connect Radio, at least website, and along with Proietti Media YouTube channel. So again, we'll come back. We'll have a couple stats, wrap things up here at Stern Field as DuBois picks up the day 1 victory here, part of the senior state tournament here in DuBois by a final score of 10-0. As we'll take a timeout and be back with more. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and I'm going to wrap things up here as you're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, which is brought to you by Star Trucking.
Attention, Little League teams and fans. This season, Smith's Lawn and Landscaping is proud to sponsor your local Little League. We're here to cheer you on and wish every team the best of luck. Score big with Smith's Lawn and Landscaping. We're ready to tackle any landscaping challenge and help you hit a home run with your outdoor space. For landscaping that hits it out of the park, choose Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, proudly supporting Little League and your community. Visit us online at smithslawnandlandscaping.com or follow us on Facebook today.
Star Trucking wishes the DuBois Little League teams good luck during the 2024 All-Star season. Right now, Star Trucking is looking for players to join their team. Now hiring day cab drivers in the Pittsburgh, Ohio, and West Virginia region. Shift work, guaranteed pay, 7 days a week hauling sand for the oil and gas industry. Apply online at startrucking.com. That's startrucking.com. Making trucking great again.
Car dead on the side of the road? Call the Undertaker. Auto Undertaker Towing and Repair for 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Tire changes, jump starts, out of gas, lockouts, 24-hour towing service serving Clearfield, Jefferson, and surrounding counties. They also handle preventative maintenance and all auto repairs, big and small. And at AutoUndertaker.net and Facebook, 592-4186 for quick, easy help 24/7. Buck's Pizza wishes the best of luck to all of our Little League All-Stars. Your dedication and hard work has paid off, and they are proud of you. Congratulations on a great season. Buck's invites you to fuel up before the game or refuel after a delicious $7.99 pick-a-meal. Or get a family special starting at $17.99. They look forward to serving you. Find their entire menu at buckspizza.com. Good, better, Bucks.
Welcome back, folks. Here to wrap up the South Williamsport DuBois game here from Stern Family Field, with DuBois having a final score of 10-0 in 5 innings. Our hitting stars for the game for DuBois, Noah Farrell had 3 doubles, went 3 for 4, scored the game-winning run, and was named the player of the game by the tournament staff here. Also want to shout out to Maddox Clark, who was also 3 for 3, scored 3 runs, and was hit by a pitch. Several other players had hits for DuBois. Also want to give a shout out to Wes Clyde for 3+ innings of pitching, allowing only 2 hits. And Seth Wilmoth coming in and shutting the door, as he allowed nothing once he came in.
Well, it was an impressive first day here, first night for DuBois. Again, coming out strong in 5 innings, winning this ball game 10-0. Advances on in the winner's bracket. Again, we'll play again tomorrow at 8 o'clock or 8-ish. Again, we saw the start time here at 8:30 for this ball game. So again, anticipate similar situation for tomorrow's ball game. So either way, we'll be here back at it again for day 2 for this senior state tournament. So looking forward to it. Take this opportunity right now to thank our fine sports sponsors here on Connect FM. We'd like to thank Star Trucking, Lifespan Family Services, Delulu Transport, Buck's Pizza, Infuse IV Bar, Napa Auto Parts, Smith's Lawn and Landscape, and last but not least, Auto Undertaker. Thank you to all of them, as we'll be back at it again tomorrow for more DuBois Little League Baseball here on Connect FM. For Nick Proietti, along with Joe to my left-hand side, we'll wrap things up here at Stern Family Field. We'll head it back to, again, the house. Again, thank to Steve as well, too, back at the house, pushing all the right buttons, keeping us on air tonight. We'll send it back to more of the news talk right here on Connect FM. Thank you.